Do you know which game is taking over right now? Here's a clue. It's an open-world game that's basically a child of Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima, maybe a bit of Genshin Impact, without the gacha aspect, and one NPC who suddenly trauma dumps his entire life story because you said hello. If you guessed Where Winds Meet, congratulations! Your gamer instincts are still sharp. You know what else is interesting? Where Winds Meet didn't blow up because of marketing or funky collabs. Aside from the fact that it's totally free to play, it went viral because of AI NPCs, insane freedom, and players discovering that you can talk to villagers like they're your Barkada's group chat. Today we're breaking down everything you need to know about Where Winds Meet, the world, the movement, the combat, the MMO systems, and everything in between. Where Winds Meet is an MMORPG that's also an open-world action RPG. It blends single-player RPG elements with MMO features, allowing players to experience a full single-player campaign or play with others online in co-op or PvP modes. Developed by Everstone Studio and published by NetEase, it's set in the Song Dynasty, a time filled with political tension, moral dilemmas, and enough drama to fill a whole teleserie season. You play as a wandering martial arts hero, someone who's not tied to any faction, any clan, or any destiny. Basically, the game lets you choose your own path and your own face. The customization in this game is actually crazy. Right from the start, you've got loads of choices in character creation mode. First, you can literally upload your own face if you want your character to look like you. You can also upload customization codes made by other users in case you want to troll around and look like Kratos, Tifa Lockhart, or even SpongeBob. Or, and this part's insane, you can record your own voice and the game will generate a face based on how you sound. This alone already grabbed a lot of interest at launch, but what really makes this game stand out is how it mixes open world exploration, real-time action combat, multiplayer roles, MMO social systems, and chaotic AI NPCs who do not break character, even when you do. Let's break down how it all works. Movement is the first thing people notice. You're not just running around, you're parkouring through ancient China like a character from Mulan. You can run on walls, leap across rooftops, glide from cliffs, dash across broken bridges, and much, much more. Everything is fast, fluid, and stylish. If you're the type of player who constantly asks, "Can I climb this?" In this game, the answer is usually yes, go for it. Combat is a mix of martial arts, swords, abilities, and duels that feel cinematic. You can go full swordsman, stealthy assassin, elemental martial artist, pressure point striker, range specialist, or a hybrid. The game really wants you to be creative and precise, which is funny because in most RPGs, I just mash 3 buttons until something dies. Try that here, and an elite boss will clap you back to the loading screen. So yeah, I guess it's time to get serious about parrying and dodging. The game offers a wide variety of unique weapons and martial sects, each with its own lore and playstyle. The weapons released so far include the umbrella, rope dart, fan, dual blades, spear, mo blade, and sword. In Where Winds Meet, a sect is basically a faction with its own beliefs. You earn points by following their rules and lose points if you go against them. Choosing the right sect to match your playstyle is key if you want to survive. The sects released so far include Well of Heaven, Silver Needle, Midnight Blades, and 9 Mortal Ways, with the rest being Lone Cloud, Raging Tides, Velvet Shade, Masked Troop, Mohi's Hill, Inkbound Order, and Hollow Veil. Another thing that really caught our attention is that Where Winds Meet doesn't lock you into one class. You can slide into whatever role you want, such as DPS melee, ranged healer, tank melee, you name it. There are several paths you can build toward depending on how you want to play. In fact, the game kind of encourages you to switch things up. Different bosses have different gimmicks, so you might find yourself shifting classes just to deal with their nonsense. The world of Where Winds Meet is enormous, full of places to explore and secrets around every corner. From bustling towns to quiet temples, winding forests, and secret caves, there's always something new waiting to catch your eye. Exploration is a big deal here, and the game really does reward players who like poking around every corner. Whether it's uncovering mysterious martial arts techniques, stumbling across ruins with clever puzzles, or just noticing the little details. And just like in Genshin, the villagers feel alive, each carrying their own stories and lore that makes wandering through this world feel genuinely real. Upon reaching world level 10, you get to unlock the multiplayer system, where you can change between solo, co-op mode, and online mode using the mode switch button in the menu. Co-op mode is a private session which allows a group of up to 4 players to play together in the host's world, share progress on side quests and events, fight bosses, and tackle specific co-op content. keep in mind that you cannot progress the host's main story quest together. This must be completed solo. Online mode, also known as MMO mode, is a separate, persistent shared world with many players where you can socialize and engage in various multiplayer activities, but not advanced personal story quests. You can engage in activities like dungeons, raids, and world bosses that can be joined by multiple players, participate in social activities, minigames, and events with both friends and strangers, and engage in PvP and Battle Royale modes. Your character progress is tracked separately for each mode. Multiplayer gives you endless ways to interact with real people, but the game doesn't stop there. Even the NPCs have something to say. Up next, the AI chatbots. Alright, so here's the thing. The NPCs in Where Winds Meet aren't your typical, "Hi traveler, need help?" background characters. Some of them actually run on an AI chatbot system. You can literally talk to them, and they reply in character like you're having a real conversation. And of course, the internet went feral. Players started asking the villagers personal questions, dropping memes, even testing if the NPCs know modern stuff. And surprisingly, they do. They improvise stories, react to your mood, they keep up with the nonsense. It's like chatting with someone who's both committed to the bit and slightly confused. They're kinda just happy to be there. The most viral one so far is wild. A player convinced a guard that their character was pregnant with his baby, then asked for child support, then told him the child died. The guard had a spiral right there. All of this chaos is one of the reasons why Where Winds Meet exploded online. It's bizarre, funny, and somehow way more immersive than it has any right to be. For the first time in years, NPCs actually feel alive. Like if you talk to them too long, baka umutang pa sayo. Despite all this, every hit game has its lapses. Players had early concerns about server load, AI NPC consistency, MMO stability, and mobile performance. It's even got players asking, why is it free? What's the catch? Well, the only catch is how they sell cosmetics. Recently, there's been serious backlash over a cosmetic called Swords Unseen, where players accuse the game for its unfair global server treatment. In China, it was a flat purchase of 2,580 eco beads. But once the cosmetic was added to the global servers, players had to drop over 7,000 eco beads because it was a gacha exclusive, resulting in a tripled price. This understandably left a lot of players feeling scammed. Still, for most players, the core game has gotten mostly positive reviews, and the devs seem committed with the promise that this isn't a pay-to-win game, saying your legend is written by skill and choice, never by wallet size. In a market full of open-world checklists, repetitive map markers, and pay-to-win games disguised as free-to-play, Where Winds Meet stands out by doing something simple but powerful. It brings the world to life. NPCs feel human, movement feels cinematic, combat feels expressive, and the world feels reactive instead of static. It's not just a game you play, it's a world you interact with. And honestly, maybe that's why players love it so much. So, are you down to play Where Winds Meet? And more importantly, what's the weirdest thing an NPC has told you so far? Tell us your story in the comments. As always, thank you for watching and follow Gaming Pinas for more gaming updates.